All right, still a lot of summer left, and there's no reason not to take advantage of the water in the area. There's so many beautiful bodies of water in our community, and Hannah chose a nice one this morning.
Yeah, Canandaigua Lake. She's learning about sailboarding. Windsurfing used to be the brand name, but now it's a generic too. But sailboarding is what we're going to call it this morning, and she's live from the shore of Canandaigua Lake.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sailboarding really is the proper term for the sport, and I've got an amazing instructor in Steve Howie here at Canandaigua Sailboarding. So let's explain the equipment first when we start. This is the board, but it's a specific kind of board to make it easier to balance.
This is a beginner board, and it's a light wind board. The first thing you're going to notice that right now there's nothing on the bottom of it.
Right.
We've got it set up to work on land.
Yeah.
Each board will have a fin and a dagger board. The dagger board can just retract down. It gives you some stability, but it also what helps you with your directional stability.
Yeah. So then this is the top. Explain what's important about the deck of this.
Well, the first thing you're going to learn is that the center line of the board, or right down the middle, is going to be the important part to stand, because you start getting towards the edges and it's going to get very tippy. And we'll go over that in a little bit. We have the sail.
Yep.
And this is what we call the rig. Okay. And in the rig, it has a mast. That's the tall part. You have the sail, and you have the boom. So those are important parts. As we start talking, I'm going to explain where the right hand position is, either on the mast or on the boom, and how to move from the mast to the boom.
It's kind of like a sailboat when you think of the boom of the sailboat.
Yep.
But this is, you have to maneuver this on your own.
Right. So you have a rudder on a sailboat, where on a windsurfer here, the rig, or this whole sail, is actually moved around in order to be able to steer the board. And that's usually where people start to struggle a little bit, is understand how it moves and in what direction it moves, to go in a straight line or to turn it around and get going. So that's what we'll do. We'll start on this. We get done here on, this is set up at a very stable, very flat. When we get done with this rig, we'll move over to one that actually rotates on there, so we can get you to turn around and learn how to do that before you go out in the water.
On the simulator. And we're going to catch up to that in just a little bit. At 7:30, I'll be on the simulator on the ground to make sure that I can stay stable enough before I get on the water.
Yeah, learn on land and then get on the water.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
As a guy who tried paddle boarding last week for the first time and couldn't stand up on the darn thing till about my 15th try. And by then I was too tired to paddle.
I would have loved to
It looks so easy. I've got the video.
You did not share that with me.
Oh, my wife took lots of videos of me falling over.
Colleen, I'll be calling you. I want to see that video.
Hey, we got to answer our question of the day. Earlier